Alright guys, I'm back on it again. I wanted to show you this area right here. This area here is going to require more work than I thought it was going to. Apparently I dimpled it a lot more than I thought, so I'm going to have to do a lot of filler in there. It's not going to be very thick, as you can see. Here's the paint and here's the high area, and there's still paint on it. So it's not going to be too bad, but it's going to be more than I wanted. This area up here is looking pretty good. I'm still a little low in here. Let me show you with the ruler. The ruler is kind of your friend. You can kind of see where you go down, and if you get any light in there or dark areas, depending on how you're looking at it. And you can come down here, and it's looking pretty good. There is supposed to be a little curve here on the end. And then you get down here and you can see about where the 2 is on the ruler, where there's some air gaps, significant air gap actually. So this whole area right here, till about up to here, I'm gonna have to put some filler in there, right in this area, to smooth this all the way through. This area is looking pretty good. This area up in here, this doesn't require much more than a skim film. There was a low area here, and I took some of the filler out to get the primer out, so it'll just need a skim film and a resand. So basically I'll fill filler from here up to here, down here, and all the way down through here. Sorry about that. Let me do that again. Filler from here all the way down through here. This will be a little bit more than a skim, but this will be more of a skim up in here. And so I should be able to do that. This right here, I look down the edge this way. I think it's just going to require a little bit of some primer on it and some resanding. But it's looking really good in here. It's nice and straight. The transition is really good. There's a couple of high spots right here. There's a little low spot right there. I don't know if you can see that little channel where there was a scratch or something when I applied the filler. Little high spot here. So I think just putting some more primer on it, sanding it out, and see what it looks like. Maybe a couple layers of primer and resand, and then maybe some glazing putty to finish this off. So it looks really nice. I'll probably hit this with some 220 on my little pad there. Let's see. This channel right here stayed fairly straight. It's really nice. There's still a little dimple here. It's actually not a dimple, it's more like a peak. So I'm probably going to have to put like a little punch right here and just kind of punch that in a little bit, just gently, to kind of get rid of this, and then I'll put a little bit of filler there and then finish blending this right up here. I have to go down here a little bit. The welding is still a little high. It's a little high here actually. I sanded here, not here. Actually, you might be able to see a little bit of spot right there. This area down in here, there's a low right here where the weld was, so I'll have to put some filler in there. But overall, it's looking good. This area up in here is still looking pretty good. There's a little bit of a low area here and there, but overall, it's looking good. I think once I round it, it'll be fine. This area right here had a transition. It drops off fairly sharply here, so I don't know if that's really normal or not. I'm going to have to go to the other side and check it. I didn't do too much work up in here, but it should be fairly straightforward. Getting a little further, and this area that I talked about that needed a little extra, it had more recessed in it from the area that I'd done here than I thought. So, and I knew I'd have to put a little bit, but I had to put more than I thought. I mean it's not very thick, but it's more work than I wanted to do for it. But you got to do what you got to do. This is coming along really good up in here. This is almost done. There was a couple spots right here and right here that needed just a little extra. So I'm going to go ahead and finish those off, and then I'm going to start sanding this. So let me get to it. Alright, I've sanded my first coat of body filler that I put down in here, and I've touched this up, and it's looking pretty good, smooth. It's pretty nice, actually. I'm liking it. So anyways, it's back to here. I got to put another layer right here. It's still high here, so that means that this is low, and you can see where it's low up in here and where it starts to blend in fairly well. So I need to put me another coat up there, and I can feel it's high here. Of course, there is some filler there, but so it's low here. You can see that. So anyways, let me get another coat on there and go ahead and sand it. Hey guys, I'm back at it. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a video update here. I got a couple little things like up in here I need to handle, but overall the body lines are nice and straight and smooth. They transition well. I got a little bit of work to do up here on the edges, but not too shabby. This transitions really well through here. You can still see a little bit of outline of the body filler. That's because I haven't block sanded this yet. Or done like a finished block sander since I put the primer on it. Haven't done much up in here and here since the start, so I still have a little bit more work to do up in there. But this right here, you can't really feel anything, so that's good. So I'll have to sand it all down. Looks like I might have a little bit of something in here I didn't notice before, but once I sand this down smooth and put a little bit of water on it, that will definitely tell. But this whole area right here is just a nice smooth transition now. I've got a nice line going through here. Looks like I may need a little bit of glazing putty right there on that spot. This is the area I'm working now, trying to get. This is my second layer of body filler in here to try to transition it better. I still have this little high weld here. I might have to end up really tapping that down and then just filling it. Still have my mismatch right here I have to play with, but you know, one area at a time. So I thought I'd just let you guys know where I'm at and what I'm doing, and just a quick update for you guys. For the most part, above this body line right here, pretty much above that is, except for right up in here over, I haven't touched that yet, but this area right here is about 99% done. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have comments or tips, by all means, please put them in there. And thanks for watching. God bless you all, and keep 90 out.